What's up, you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Marie, and over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're into smelling good, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my last video, you may have heard some ups and downs with the sound. As far as the up and down noise that you may hear, is because I have a new microphone connected to my camera, and when I replayed the video I was like, oh my god, I'm yelling. And I guess it's something that I'm just gonna have to adjust to, because I'm so used to projecting my voice in my videos. I don't have to do that anymore. I can actually just talk normal. So I'm gonna have to get used to that. So if you guys hear like the up and down or like a high-pitched noise, that's because I'm trying to get used to just talking normal at this point in my videos and not yelling at the top of my lungs. This video is going to be part 2 to the Valentine's Day recommendations. So in the first video, I believe I gave you guys all niche. In this video, I was aiming to give you guys all designer, but I have some designer here, but they're not all designer. Really what they are going to be more of your affordable options. So let's get into the video. I don't know what your Valentine's Day plans are. I don't know if you are doing something casual. I don't know if you're doing a, what do they call that, a Valentine Day, when you spend Valentine's Day with your girlfriends. I don't know if you're going on a first date. I don't know if this is like you're married and this is just y'all celebrating Valentine's Day. Whatever the occasion may be, okay, I feel like I have a fragrance for you. Like I'm giving you options, okay? That's what the girls want, right? We want options. We don't always want to be, you know, smelling super heady or super seductive, or especially if it's a first date. I don't know if you want to bring out the guns on the first date, honey, but if you do, I have an option here for you. If that's where you're trying to take it, okay, I have an option for you. The first fragrance I want to talk about is actually a new fragrance that I was gifted from 5 Cents. You guys, if you have not heard of 5 Cents, you should definitely check them out. I know you can smell their fragrances at Sephora. This is a brand I actually did smell months ago in Sephora, and I was really digging their fragrances. Well, now that I've had a chance to really experience them and wear them all the time, I'm really in love with this brand. Not only do they have some really great fragrance options for you guys, they are super affordable. I think you can get these fragrances for about $60 at Sephora. In my opinion, that's a win, okay? You're gonna be smelling great and you save some coins. At this point, you can't really get too many designer fragrances for under $100, and they are not designer, guys. They are niche. So I really appreciate them for having some really great fragrances, number one, and number two, not breaking people's pocketbooks. Into Deep. I haven't spent too many days with this fragrance. I've only had it now for probably a little bit over a week now, so I haven't had time to really get to know it. But off of first impressions, I think this is a really beautiful scent. If you're into super feminine, sweet, vanillic fragrances with a little bit of floral, I think that this will be right up your alley. In Too Deep, you're gonna get Tahitian vanilla, you're gonna get Italian bergamot, sparkling sugar, Australian sandalwood, and musk. A bit of a spray. Like I said, I've already smelled this fragrance, but I haven't spent a lot of time with it to really just like give you my in-depth review, but I'm just gonna go strictly off of first impressions. I will say this fragrance is really pretty. You get that vanilla right off the top, and it is a really sweet vanilla, not necessarily a boozy vanilla, not at all. It is very bright. It's a very bright, uplifting type of vanilla. I don't know why when I smell this, I automatically think of the color pink. You know, I don't know why, but it's giving me very feminine. It's giving me like pretty girl. I don't know the difference between regular sandalwood and Australian sandalwood, but it is giving the fragrance a little bit of something creamy, but not over the top creamy. So at the end of the day, I would say this fragrance is bright, it's sweet, it's pretty, it's feminine. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a sexy type of fragrance. Okay, I wouldn't say that. But this is one I would grab if I'm going to brunch, if I'm doing the Valentine, I'm going to be around my girlfriends. This is what I would grab. For me personally, if I was going on a date with a fella, I don't know if I would grab this one, because again, it's not giving me seductive. It's not giving me that alluring, come hither type of feel. It's just giving me very bright and pretty. That is how I would describe this fragrance. But I think it is a great fragrance to wear on Valentine's Day because it has the feels. It's giving the vibe of happy and possibly in love, if I'm being honest. It smells like the color pink, but it could also smell like love. I could totally see a lot of people falling in love with this fragrance because it is it's giving me a mass appealing vibe. Again, this is In Too Deep by 5 Cents. So I have a cherry fragrance here, which I don't know what. I thought cherry had a moment and left us, but cherry keeps on popping up. And I have to say, I'm totally here for it. I love a good cherry note. I love cherry when it doesn't smell synthetic or medicinal. We have here Cherry Ambition from the 7 Virtues. This is my favorite cherry fragrance. It smells so good. It's so sexy. I think it can hold its own up against Tom Ford Lost Cherry. And it's so unfortunate that every time a fragrance comes out, everyone is instantly comparing it to Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I mean, was Tom the first one to ever introduce us to a cherry fragrance? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But I feel like this fragrance can stand on its own. It really can. I'm just going to give it a little spray in the air. This is beautiful. That saffron gives it like a very sexy, seductive, almost kind of like a leather vibe almost. And I get this, it's very aromatic. And I think that it's from the either osmanthus or the frankincense. And if you guys don't know, frankincense is like a incense, okay? It has a very kind of smoky, incensey, earthy type of feel to it. So I'm definitely picking up that frankincense. I'm picking up the pink pepper as well. This fragrance is warm. I feel the amber in this. I do get the woody notes from this fragrance as well. And I may be picking up on some vanilla. It is not over the top vanillic at all. I would not say this is a cherry and vanilla fragrance. This is more of a cherry, saffron, woody, earthy type of fragrance. It has a lot of character, and that's why I set it apart from Tom Ford, because I feel like Tom Ford is more cherry and vanilla in my opinion. This got way more going on with it, okay? That's why I put it on the list, because we're talking about Valentine's Day. We're talking about getting our hair done, dressing up, going to a nice restaurant with your boo or first date or whoever, child, that's your business. You know, so you want to kind of, you know, you want to not necessarily do the most, but you do want to do something, right? And in all honesty, I feel like a guy could wear this too because of that saffron note. Again, the saffron in here is giving me not necessarily spice, because saffron usually gives me like a spicy feel, and this one is leaning more like it's smooth. It's giving me like leather. If I was blindfolded and somebody put a strip up to my nose and I smelled it, I probably would say it's leather and not saffron, if that's making sense. This will smell great on everybody. So this is Cherry Ambition by the 7 Virtues. So I'm not gonna keep hitting you guys over the head with this fragrance, but if you're interested, this is Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, but this is Good Girl Supreme. I think this is a really sexy fragrance to wear on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna put this down, okay? Now, I know I said I was not buying any more flankers. I said that all last year. I actually went into 2024 saying the same exact thing. I'm gonna have to eat my words this one time, and I don't know what it was. I was in Ulta. I was chopping it up with the sales associate. We were having such a good conversation and such a good time. I had never smelled this fragrance. I'm lying, I did smell this. I remember smelling this fragrance when it first came out, but I felt like it smelled too much like the original and it just made no sense for me to buy it. But after smelling it again, when I was in Ulta recently, I was like, oh yeah, I think I want this one. And I know I didn't want a full-size bottle. I just wanted a little tiny bottle, you know, something to get me through. So I picked up Donna Born in Roma Intense. Hey, don't eat me up. Don't come for me, because I know I've talked buku-ish about the flankers. But it was something about smelling this fragrance in the store that day. I don't know what. It just like, I don't know what came over me, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if it was like, I just went up in there and I had the frame of mind like, oh, I just want to spend some money. I'm going to go with the fact that smelling it again changed my mind. That's what I'm gonna go with, okay? That boozy vanilla gets me every single time. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. The bourbon vanilla got me, y'all. It got me. I mean, there are not a lot of notes here. It does remind me of the original Donna Born in Roma, and you guys know how much I love that fragrance. I loved it the house down to death, okay? And I'm almost done with that bottle. It's same size as this one because I knew I didn't want anything big, but I just love it. This sweet, warm, boozy, ambery vanilla in the benzoin gives it more of a vanilla kick. So it's like vanilla overload, but sexy. So I don't feel like I wasted my money. I honestly don't. I feel like this is Donna Born in Roma, but way stronger, way sexier, and way sweeter. That's how I feel about it. And I think this would be great to wear on Valentine's Day. We're only what 6 or 7 weeks into 2024. What's happening? What is happening? Okay, so I am not the biggest fan of tuberose. You guys know this. I've had a struggle with tuberose since I started my fragrance journey. And I mean, when it comes to florals, it's probably ranked, it's down there. It's probably at like number 4 or 5, okay? It is not my favorite floral. In certain fragrances, it just really smells absolutely amazing. So I wanted to pick a Lun D fragrance. I was gonna go with the intense one, but I said no, it's Valentine's Day. We need to step it up, okay? We need to come with something very sexy, something, you know, alluring, something that's gonna snatch souls, okay? Snatch wigs. We need to step it up. Pick something else. I went with Lun D Rouge. I still wanted a Lun D for y'all, but I went with the Rouge. This fragrance is a little bit mature, but it is warm, it's sexy, it's spicy. It definitely has that come hither vibe that some of you gals may be trying to do on Lover's Day, okay? I don't know if you guys are trying to set traps of what your intentions are going to be. But if you are trying to set a trap, you should definitely set your trap with Lun D Rouge, because you're going to catch. Trust me. It projects, okay? It is coming out of this nozzle. I don't even have to spray it. It's letting me know that it is here. It's letting me know that it's that girl, okay? I don't even have to spray her. Mostly what you're gonna get when you smell this is that ginger. You're gonna get that blood orange. You're gonna get the tuberose for sure. I don't pick up the jasmine. I think the tuberose just drowns the jasmine out, child. Jasmine is singing in the background, okay? She's the background singer, and Miss Tuberose is Beyonce, okay? So I don't pick up any jasmine whatsoever in this fragrance. If you're not the biggest fan of patchouli or very earthy, kind of dark, seductive fragrances, I don't know if she's gonna be your vibe. But if you are that type of person, that type of individual who doesn't mind a nice, you know, mysterious, dark type of fragrance, then I think Miss Lun D Rouge is gonna be your girl. Since it is Valentine's Day and people are going to be getting roses, I put Commodities Velvet Bold or Velvet Plus on the list. I mean, what is Valentine's Day without roses, right? I mean, at least, at best, if you don't get anything for Valentine's Day, you know you're gonna get some roses, or at least one rose. You're gonna get some type of flower. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody out there with their stands, well, they not out there right now, but y'all know, you pass by Kroger, child, any kind of store, they out there under the tent with the roses. Hell, it's gonna be people at the stoplight selling roses. So, you know, I feel like if anything, you gonna get some roses, child. So I had to put a rose fragrance on the list. It just makes sense to do so. So I don't really talk about this fragrance that much, but I do really like this fragrance. But then again, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of rose. I think rose has to be done in a certain type of way for me just to really dig it. But and this is done in a certain type of way. Should I spray her in the air? Let's give her a little one too. Okay, right away you get the roses there, and I feel like this is coming from the labdamen. Labdamen is kind of resinous to me. It is kind of, maybe it's also coming from the amber, but I get this almost like Middle Eastern vibe, kind of incensey, a little spicy, very sexy, almost kind of leathery, almost kind of leaning saffron-ish almost in this fragrance. That's what the labdamen is doing. And then you have that amber in the base, which is making the fragrance warm, and the patchouli is giving it a little bit of earthiness, right? Don't really pick up much of the almond. So if you like fragrances like Shag Off Oud, you would probably like this. If you like Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, you would probably like this. This is more elevated, okay? What else? If you like fragrances like Lancome's Oud Bouquet, you would like this. That's the DNA. Like, that is the vein of this particular fragrance, Velvet Bold or Velvet Plus from Commodity. And I think it's very sexy. I think a guy could pull this off as well. I'm pretty sure all their fragrances are unisex. In my opinion, it's genderless. Anybody can wear this. I think it would smell amazing on anybody, honestly. But yeah, this would be definitely a rose that I would wear on Valentine's Day. So again, this is Commodities Velvet Bold or Velvet Plus. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are planning on wearing fragrance-wise for Valentine's Day, or if you're even doing anything for Valentine's Day. It's so weird because Valentine's Day is falling on a Tuesday, and I think Valentine's Day should be on a Saturday. I think I said that in the last video. It just makes sense for it to be on a Saturday because why not? If you're into fragrances, if you're into smelling good, if you're trying to build your fragrance collection, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. Also, share this video with someone that you know may be going out on a date for Valentine's Day, and maybe they, you know, want some fragrance options. Please share the video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you are having a fabulous day, and I hope you are smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.